KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos joins us from Lahaina with the very latest. Annie Rose.
Pedro and Samantha, good afternoon. I am actually standing in the Lahaina harbor on a boat, so excuse us if we're a little rocky and tipsy-turvy here. But we actually got brought in by another boat that was bringing supplies, desperately needed supplies, things like wheelchairs and petrol to folks who are on this area of the island who are seeking refuge and who have been displaced, who don't have power and electricity. Now take a look at the area. This is Lahaina. This is where those wildfires impacted the most. And you can see here 1 week later, it is still eerily silent. And that is because no one is allowed any closer. We actually can't get any closer than what we are right now. Residents aren't allowed to go back in if they've left. A lot of people, tourists as well. That's because they say that they are still doing those search and recovery efforts. As of right now, they have only searched 25% of the island, and they say the death toll is at 99, but they expected to get even more as that search area increases. They say they are going slowly, sifting through that soot and that ash, that every single day they are identifying and locating the human remains of anywhere from 10 to 20 people. Now take a look at some of these images, because this is what's happening on the ground right now. You'll see there FEMA is on the ground. They've got cadaver dogs. At this point, they have as many as 20 dogs working the area, going inch by inch, block by block. They also have as many as 190 search and recovery experts on the ground in that area of Lahaina trying to go through. Now, we also are hearing from authorities that if you have a missing loved one, that there are family resource centers being built up across the island, on the other side of the island. They are encouraging folks to go there and get their DNA swab so that if they do find a human remain, that they can match those families to the missing loved ones, because at this hour still 1,300 remain missing and still no reports of any survivors. Now, I want to go back to a week ago on Tuesday. That is when those hurricane force winds were getting blown over to Hawaii, and that is when those fires first started to spark up here in Lahaina. And you can see here, we also have video of some of that wind, just how fast it was moving here in the harbor. For a lot of those residents, this is some of the video that they filmed. You can see just how intense that wind was. And we also spoke to folks who were here as travelers, as visitors. They wanted to stop here because this is a historic town. Everybody talks about how beautiful this town is, how memorable, how incredibly wonderful this town. It's a must stop for so many tourists. We spoke to one woman. Her name is Layla. She's from Canada. She says they got stuck here and they didn't know if they would make it out. Take a listen.
The fire got so bad that they had to open the road where all the tree trunks were falling and the electricity poles, and you just took it was you and your luck, and if you made it, you made it. And I know obviously some people didn't. We saw a man that his whole arm was burnt. It was awful. It was very, very scary, and we were the lucky ones, but we're just very sad for the people that didn't make it. Obviously, some people were throwing themselves in the beach.
Were you scared that at one point you might not be able to make it out?
Oh, yeah. I was praying, and I don't pray often, and I just told the kids to pray, and that was it.
Some scary moments for not just the tourists, but also the residents. As of this morning, the governor saying that there are more resources like FEMA, the National Guard, active military members who are going to be coming in. But we are also now hearing multiple reports of a lawsuit on behalf of some of the homeowners in this area that you see behind me, whose homes have completely been destroyed in this fire. We understand that they are now suing Hawaii's power company because they believe that with all of these weather reports, with some of that video of all that wind that you saw, that they should have turned those power lines off sooner, so that those active power lines that were falling all around the area you see behind me weren't just more fuel for the fire. So we're going to have to see how that lawsuit plays out in the coming months and possibly years. In the meantime, Samantha and Pedro, just before I go, I want to tell you that there is a collective feeling of grief. There is a lot of emotion here on behalf of the entire island, just feeling a lot of emotion. It's on a high, very raw anger, frustration, hope, but also incredible sadness. They know where they might be staying tonight, maybe with a friend, at a hotel, at a motel, maybe even at an Airbnb, but they don't know where they're going to be staying a year from now. And that is sort of the biggest question, because we know, as you can see behind me, this is going to take years to rebuild. Samantha and Pedro?
Annie Rose, I want to ask you, you've been there now for about a day. What is it that stood out to you so far? We've seen the images, we've seen the pictures from here, but you're actually there. What has stood out to you about this?
Pedro, 7 days after those wildfires hit, and I am standing on a boat that I was brought here by community-led efforts, grassroots efforts from people who say we had to come together, figure out how to get petrol and wheelchairs. There was a doctor on the boat that came out with me who said, my specialty is helping children with autism. We know a lot of families are taking shelter on just past Lahaina, up the road here, who have children who have disabilities and who have autism. She's actually going out there to help those families who are in need of anything, see if they need any kind of medication. So what's really been astounding is how the community has come together and led that grassroots efforts of assistance. We also saw jet skis just going past us, Pedro, all day long. I thought it was tourists, and then everybody here on the boat told me no, it's actually people who happen to have jet skis. They're strapping on water, they're strapping on anything they can to the back of it and bringing it to the people who are still on this part of the island, who don't have electricity, who don't have running water, who don't have ice, and who might be in need, because the folks who are here, they don't have anywhere else to go. The shelters are full and they need that help, and so community have really come together in order to help them.
Yeah, and bringing those specialty donations and items that they know the people there directly do need. Thank you so much, Annie Rose, for your coverage. We'll check in with you later. And stay with KTLA 5 for continuing coverage on the tragedy on Maui. And remember, for ways to help those impacted by the wildfires, you can head to KTLA.com for a full list.